Okay, so get this. You're planning a trip, right? And you're scrolling through those Airbnb listings. And it's like, beachfront this, cozy cabin that. You know the drill. But then, boom, you see it. A luxury yacht just chilling there, docked in Miami. Or, wait for it, a tricked out treehouse, like nicer than any apartment I could afford, honestly. And that's what we're diving into today. All those crazy, cool, unique Airbnbs.
You know, like that YouTuber Ryan Trahan, he did a whole thing on this, trying them all out.
And you know what I think is so interesting about that video he did? It's not just him like goofing off in these awesome places. It makes you think about how like travel itself is changing, you know? Totally. And we found this article, 5 hidden details you missed in Ryan Trahan's I Tried Every Airbnb Category Adventure, it's called. And let me tell you, they dug up some stuff. For example, did you know he got a private boat tour included with that Miami yacht stay? And get this, the rustic camping trip. Yeah, not so much. Turns out it was a tricked out RV.
It's always those little details that are the most telling.
For real. So should we just jump right in? First category, boats beyond sleeping.
So Trahan's Miami trip and that boat tour thing, that's huge. It's not just about having a place to stay anymore. You know, it's like people want the whole package. They want a story to tell.
Yeah, like forget just seeing the sights. Now it's all about you won't believe what came with my Airbnb.
Exactly. It's that, like, I don't even know, bragging rights, but deeper. Have you felt that, like in your own travels?
Oh, absolutely. But, you know, even with all that like need for the most extra thing, there's still something about, you know, nature, getting away from it all. Which brings us to treehouse luxury. Remember wanting a treehouse so bad as a kid? Trahan found them on Airbnb, but like fancy.
Oh, yeah. We're not talking like your dad's plywood shack. These are legit, luxurious plush beds, everything you need up in the trees.
Sounds kind of dreamy, not going to lie.
Right. And it plays into that whole eco-luxury thing. Sustainable travel, but make it comfy.
I'm curious, though. Would you actually stay in one? A luxury treehouse, I mean?
Yep.
What's the appeal, or is it a hard pass?
Yeah, I don't know. There's something to it, you know, being in the trees like that, waking up surrounded by nature, but you don't have to actually rough it. Yeah.
Exactly. The best of both worlds. Speaking of which, this next one is wild. Ratatouille at sea.
Now, this I love. So picture it. You're Trahan. You're on this like mega yacht, right? Living the dream. And what does he choose to watch?
Don't tell me you're Ratatouille.
Ratatouille.
I mean, it's a classic, but on a yacht, it's kind of hilarious.
Totally. But it makes you think, right? Like, even when you're surrounded by like peak luxury, sometimes you just want something familiar.
Yeah, something comforting.
Right. A good story, well told.
Exactly. Okay, but switching gears totally, let's talk about this rustic Tennessee Airbnb Trahan book.
Oh, yeah, this one's a good one. So he thinks he's roughing it, right?
That's to nature.
But then, surprise, it's not a tent. It's a tricked out RV. Like, seriously tricked out.
And this is what I love about the whole glamping thing. It's everywhere these days. Why do you think that is?
Well, we were just talking about that balance, right? People want the new, the exciting, but then they also, you know, need that familiar comfort. Glamping nails it. You're outdoors. You're experiencing something different. But you can still get a good night's sleep.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe even real coffee in the morning.
So you're team glamping, I'm guessing.
You know me too well. What about you? Rough it or no way?
Oh, I'm all about that glamping life. Comfy bed, cup of coffee, sign me up. But speaking of things that make you feel good, let's be real. Sometimes you just want to escape into Fantasyland. Which brings us to Shrek-tastic immersion. You heard that right.
Okay, but this one takes the cake. We're talking a full-on Shrek-themed swamp house. And not like half-ass job either. This Airbnb is immersive.
It's like, what is it about nostalgia when we travel especially, you know? Like, do we just want to be kids again?
It's powerful, that's for sure. And these themed Airbnbs, they're smart. They tap into that, you know, those stories we connect with.
It makes you want to try it, right? Imagine like the decor.
Yeah.
Swampy greens, maybe a gingerbread house out back. Okay, do they have onion soup? Asking the important questions here.
Right. It's all about the details.
Seriously. So many possibilities. If you could do any themed Airbnb, what would it be?
Oh, man, that's tough. Maybe like a Wes Anderson themed place. Everything perfectly arranged.
See, now you're speaking my language. That's what I love about this whole unique Airbnb thing. It's not just a place to crash. It's an experience.
100%.
Yeah.
Like we were saying, yacht in Miami, treetop getaway, Shrek swamp. It's about finding the thing that speaks to you.
It's the future of travel, I swear. So basically, forget boring vacations, right? Find those hidden gems, those weird and wonderful spays. And definitely check out Ryan Trahan's video. It'll give you some ideas. Until next time, happy travels, everyone.